because poor Black Coffee is a star. There's talkability around him with his divorce and so on, what is going on in his life. And he's not in the club every day and he's not doing 8 clubs. Pori should be on the level of Black Coffee for me. I feel like that's how he should be moving. Kabza should be moving like Black Coffee for me. Because you are the pioneers of this industry. So if you guys are not doing it, how are the others going to be doing it?
Interesting that, of course, hip hop Bragasi megastar Nadia Nakai sharing her thoughts and what she's feeling in terms of why there is a lack of superstars in piano. And yeah, we just thought we wanted to just react. So I'm pick your brain and hear your thoughts. What's your inkling about
Credit
this?
to Slicker on Live. I think this is an interview she's doing with Tseho, the Hennessy guy.
Yeah.
A lot of the Amapiano
Hennessy
artists are churned out too quickly. You can't even attach yourself to them anymore. Nadia Nakai breaks down why she feels Amapiano doesn't have superstars. First of all, I just want us to start by saying, Asemang Limang. It's an exclusive, like, well, how can I put it?
Yeah,
Collective.
It's not something that's just attained by any one person. That's a very specific, distinct thing that you just have.
Yeah. Not anyone can get there. She mentioned back in our time when it was us in hip hop, when it was us. I'm just saying, like,
it's not another part of the.
No.
Pull up in a fort.
Aye, bro. Like she was big. She was big.
Sure.
She was like a female superstar.
Yeah.
We had AKA Casper, definitely.
Sure.
Locks. Rick,
of course.
superstar.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Who else? KO. Superstar.
Yes, superstar.
Who else?
Then we had the younger generation, the Aries.
No, I'm saying like from her generation.
From her generation.
Yeah, from her generation.
Okay. Obviously Questa,
superstar.
Superstar.
Could we count Cool Cat?
Cool Cat, definitely.
Superstar.
He was definitely superstar.
Superstar.
Yeah. The Elias, maybe? Not really?
By association.
Okay.
Yeah, by association.
By association, okay. But I think kind of we're just
six, right?
That's just like.
Then it's her and Fifi Cooper.
If you have Fifi Cooper, I'd say. Would you say Rouge and them were they not really? Okay,
I don't think she reached superstar level.
Okay, okay. I'd say fair.
Okay. So around about 8 artists.
Like we've just named now, like not all of them. We're just kind of just for the sake of what we're trying to do. Yeah.
8 artists right now from Nadia Nakai's generations who are touted as superstars. Let's talk about Amapiano right now. Obviously, we have the Scorpion Kings, Kabza Small, DJ Maphorisa.
Yep.
She mentioned who? Focalistic.
She mentioned
Focalistic. Yes. She mentioned who? Bobby Cooper.
Yep.
I'd like to also mention Uzinumalo. That's a superstar. I'd like to also mention Taliwonga. That's a superstar. Mr. Jazzy Q. But I think it's kind of like taking a hit.
Obviously,
lately.
over the past, like yeah. I'd say Amos. I'd say definitely he's. Would you not say? Would you not say Amos is a
superstar?
I mean, he's been on a tear ever since. Okay, but fine.
Superstar. I don't think Amos would consider himself.
What are we quantifying as super? Maybe let's just kind of get there in terms of what is it specifically that makes one a superstar unlike anyone else per se.
I think influence in pop culture, bro, and that influence must stem from the music that you're dropping in terms of hits, quality music, presence in the game, bro.
Okay.
Like, also the other intangibles, the brand deals that you're working with. What else? Like, what are you doing that's different from any other artist? Young Stunner, definitely a superstar. That's now we had 7.
That's like 7.
Yeah.
Obviously, what? Okay, we're doing mainly performing artists, not just like producers.
I'm a piano artist.
So Mass wouldn't count as one.
Nah, I don't think Mass would also consider himself a superstar. Super producer,
okay.
Superstar, I don't think so.
Okay, fair, right.
Is Mahu a superstar? Kelvin Mom is a superstar.
But no, but how are we saying Mass is okay, fine. Okay, no, I
Kelvin Momo is a superstar.
Okay. As of recently, we can say he's really taken it from like being that consistent like producer guy that most people know to really just like getting like a very mainstream type of level.
Now getting brand deals with Don Julio, bro. Sure. Okay, now that's 8.
Oscar Bio.
Is he Amapiano? Nah, I think
really,
Dance in House.
He's more dancer, okay.
Yeah.
I just
So
want to
that's
say his,
8.
I just want to say his name. But yeah, okay,
So
go ahead.
already in the 5 years of Amapiano, bro, like since Amapiano has hit the mainstream 2019 till present, that's 5.5 years.
Sure.
8 superstars.
That we've just
Yeah.
kind of just thought off on the
Off the
top.
bat,
If we probably had time to sit down and like really think about it, we
Yeah.
could probably get more than 10.
Off the bat. And back in the day, we also mentioned 8. So her saying that there are no superstars just shows me that maybe she's not as tapped in, bro.
I think obviously she's comparing the likes of the AKs and the Caspers in terms of what they. But I think again, I just feel like you comparing two different types of genres that are very different in terms of how not only just like the music
Culture and
itself
lifestyle.
and the lifestyle and just the way that it's being like churned out. Yes, she's saying that. Yes, you can say that piano is being churned out at a very like a consistent level compared to hip hop music, for example, because hip hop it's more of a lyrical based type of genre that's very like it's very intricate in how it's being done compared to piano, which is more it's dance music. It's a feel, it's dance. Get a nice beat, get a nice vocalist to say a few lines. There you go. You got your song drop just like that. So obviously from that point of view, I can understand what she's saying. But I think again, now when she kind of moves it to like the personal aspect of like we want to care about who you are type
Bro.
of thing, I don't.
Personal aspect too, bro.
Yeah.
Remember when Kabza was accused of cheating? Like there was a video.
There was that whole, yeah, that whole
photo
thing,
going
yeah, that
viral.
whole thing, yeah.
Okay, you get that. You have that. The controversy is there with Kabza the Small. Pori, we don't need to mention. There's a viral
Yeah,
IG
he's
live rant
he's
right
he's
now.
his own, yeah.
He's his own thing. She mentioned Papi Cooper and Focalistic with Deben Gogo, that whole thing that went on.
Sure.
Dali Wonga, they were dating with the girl from TXC, the other DJ.
Sure.
So even in that perspective that you said, I want to know who you're dating. It's there. It's there. Maybe she's just not tapped in, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I think for me, I'm looking at, I get what you're saying in the sense of, what she's trying to say or the point that she's trying to say, maybe it doesn't really hold that much weight. I understand where she's coming from, but I think again, trying to compare the two, I just feel like it doesn't really, they don't really go, like it doesn't really, one doesn't equal the other. One doesn't quantify the other like that to that
But
point.
I think in terms of superstardom, you can, bro. Like these guys are headlining shows for H&M in New York, bro. What are you say? What are you saying, bro? Like Dali Wong has a brand deal with Diesel, bro. Zinumalo, Puma, and The Fix, bro. She's dealing merch with them.
Yeah.
Bobby Cooper has her own cosmetic line. I think she's doing makeup and stuff for the ladies, really.
And the Shield as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focalistic, bro. Adidas ZA, really, in terms of artists who like Adidas always like push focus that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? I didn't see that with no disrespect to them, because they definitely paved the way
They paved the
for
way, yeah,
media
sure,
in
sure,
SA and the
sure.
creative space in general. So maybe the resources were limited. That's why I think
They're in a much better place
Yeah,
now in
they-
terms of getting those types of opportunities at a much more accessible level. That I can
Because
say
of-
because of what they
them.
because of what they did.
Because
Yeah,
of what
for sure,
they did.
for sure.
So Vele, they changed the game in terms of superstars, commercial viability, not just of SA hip hop artists, but for South African artists.
Massively.
Kabza the Small, bro. Hennessy, he was out there with Madera Doughboy. He was out with Pori for H&M. Calvin Momo with Don Julio, bro. Premium tequila brand. So, bro, I think Nadia Nakai just...
Probably it's a. Would you say it's just a tad bit of, for lack of a better word, a bit of ignorance? Probably in the sense of obviously because you're saying that from the perspective of a hip hop head, of a hip hop person, and just kind of looking at it like that in the sense that obviously you want it to be the personalities, but again, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I think again the summation for me personally, I feel like you can't really compare the two, but I do get what you're saying, and your points are very valid. And I think probably it's just a thing of like maybe she's just not that tapped in as much as she would like to think. I would imagine what other people are saying about it, but I think
Let's go through the comments here. Simply Extraordinary Blog says, she's correct. They move in groups and they only focus on hits, not longevity. Crazy. Montanaville says, the irony is Nadia was never substantial in an assumed genre to begin with. We've just stopped trying to correct the narrative. Then Flo V comes in with a different perspective. He says, hell no, the same thing was happening in hip hop. People came and went, nothing special. Amapiano doesn't have to copy and paste the hip hop culture, true. And we do have superstars, by the way. Foka, Chico. No, not Chico, bro. Not Chico. No disrespect to Chico. No disrespect to Chico, bro.
You hate it, bro. Okay.
Bobby Cooper.
Yeah.
Melon Sleazy, super producers, bro. I don't think they're superstars yet.
Okay.
Paul Ricabs are definitely Stana, Scott's super vocalist, Lima Crazy, super vocalist, Cowboy, super vocalist, Z, Tyler ICU.
Okay.
How is this guy not tapped in, bro, after the success of Nigga, Jealous, and all those songs, bro? He should be superstar caliber.
That's true. That's actually yeah, true. Yeah.
But from there, she's talking nonsense. I think then the
But
comment
you
section
can tell that it sparked a debate. It's
Yeah.
very sparked. It's sparked a bit of a conversation and a bit of discourse. But I think overall, I think we just wanted to touch on that, just like share what we were thinking. But yeah, obviously, maybe like seeing how the conversation goes down. Maybe we might do a follow up. But
Yep.
we just wanted to share our thoughts. Please, guys, let us know what you guys think. What do you think in terms of what she said? Do you agree with what she's saying, or do you feel like she's kind of missed the mark? We really would love to know what you guys are thinking. Let us know your thoughts and just like please interact with us. Let us know what you guys are thinking. But yeah, from Mo and VJ, stay tuned in.